Did not go?
It went.
Oh.
That's good.
It went.
It went. We're
it
good.
went. I'm about to go. I'm about to go.
Okay. Happy holidays, motherfuckers.
Ho, 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 motherfuckers.
How are you, Joel Cupcake?
I'm okay. PexPal Nation. We've been away for a little bit.
PexPal Nation. We've been gone.
We've been gone. I had unfortunately had a passing in the family.
Yes. Terrible.
So I've been away for a little bit. So it's okay.
Yeah.
The world keeps turning. Life goes on. I got to spend some good time with the family for a bad reason. I don't mind. It's all good.
It's all good.
We bad. It's slow. You don't want a bunch of crap from us right now anyway.
Yeah,
there's not that much going on in Apex.
Yeah, not even
it's
that.
The holidays.
We don't want to be like those other podcasts that just throw shit out every week for no reason and they just talk about bullshit.
There's you know what? Actually, I don't want to slander another podcast on the air. Calvin will talk about this off the air.
But anyways, there's other podcasts that just talk about bullshit and we don't.
Bullshit.
But
we like to talk about bullshit only once a week.
But even then, this is going to be a bullshit podcast. Welcome to episode 33 of PexPals, the only Apex Legends podcast for the mediocre gamer, i.e. me, i.e. you, i.e. Joel Cupcake. My name is CowVan.
My name is JoelCupcake.
And we want to do a nice, quick little episode before Christmas. Just so you guys have something for the holidays and before we start our season 2 of PexPals Boogaloo episodes coming in the next year. But yeah, so Joel Cupcake, I know you and I have been busy. I know you've been gone, and it's been more than a week.
But have you been able to breathe?
What?
Since I was gone.
Don't kill E. Clarkson me, dude. Don't kill
bro. Right now, well, as our reoccurring listeners will know, it's been a long time since I out the gate bad joke to you. So I had to do it.
Yeah, we needed a bad joke.
It's gonna set a good tone for the episode because you're not you weren't ready for it.
I wasn't ready for it. You caught me off guard. But Joe, it's been longer than a week. And we've been playing here and there. But what has been your weapon of the week? Weeks. What's been your weapon of the week?
Oh, the weapon of the weeks, plural.
Well, actually, you know what, Joel? Let's do something for the year-end event, Joel. What's been your weapon of the year, Joel Cupcake?
Oh, this is tough. For me, I'm gonna have to give the overall crown to the RE45.
Oh, okay.
It's not the highest damage. It's not the most consistent, but it's just the gun. I don't worry when I have that weapon.
Right.
If I had to give a runner-up, I feel really weird saying the car because it's still new and it's probably being tweaked soon, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with it's either the R3, or the RE or the Volt.
Okay. Wait, you already said the RE. You said the RE45 was your first one.
Yeah, so it's that or the Volt. You know what I mean?
Runner-up is gonna be the Volt.
Yeah.
Got it.
But on the note of weapon of the week, the segment I had prepared was the other day. I mean, I sent you some clips last week, my friend. I have been running RE45 triple take, and because the triple take, for those of you that don't know the secret to Apex Legends, this is the secret. The triple take is the best shotgun in the fucking game. Boom! I said it. I told him, Calvin.
It's really good. It used to be better. That's the funny thing.
Oh yeah.
It used to be a fucking menace.
But that's what I was going to talk about on the episode we were going to have last week before I had to go to town to see my family.
Right.
Was RE45 triple take is just for me an overwhelmingly amazing combo right now.
Yeah. No, that's a solid combo.
But what about you? Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying I can't fault it. I think it's a decent combo. I think a lot of people sleep on the RE45. And we've talked endlessly about this. But it's a great gun. So yeah, there. That's all I have to say, Joe. That's all I have to say. As for me, weapon of the year, I don't want to say there's been a lot of things. There's been a lot of things going on with me this year in terms of play style. I've depending on who I am, I'm more aggressive or more defensive, or I try to, play true to characters. I don't know what it is for some reason that when I play Bloodhound, I'm like, dude, I got to use marksman weapons. You know what I mean? I'm Bloodhound. I got to use a bow. It's stupid. It's dumb. But I would say my weapon of the year the weapon that like has like really like held me true this year would be the Sentinel.
Oh, the Senti.
The Senti, bro. The Senti. Like,
all right.
Yeah. When was Arenas introduced? Was that this year or was that last year?
That was this year.
Yeah, and so
I think it's only been 2, maybe 3 seasons of Arenas.
Yeah,
I think it's only been 2. Now that we think about it,
I think so. Yeah, no, season 9 was when it came out, right? The end of season 9, I think. But anyway, yeah, I have no idea. But anyway, so prior to the Sentinel, no one knew, or to the Arenas, no one used the Sentinel. Like a lot of people just passed it up. I know you were someone who passed it up all the time. And even like a lot.
I also didn't snipe a lot. I stopped sniping when they put the triple take in the box.
Right, and that's my point. Is a lot of people didn't snipe. A lot of people just ran right past the Sentinel. A lot of people didn't use it. Yeah, and if they did snipe, people preferred the charge rifle. People preferred the triple take. People preferred even the longbow over the Sentinel, which I always thought was odd. And so, the Sentinel for me has always been one of my go-to guns. I've always liked sniping in every single shooter game I've ever played. But the Sentinel has always been my tried and true. And then I discovered you don't have to really use a scope on it. You can just point it at something and shoot it. It still works.
Yeah, it's also like a shotgun, ironically.
Yeah, and it's just a really quick shot, and then you switch off to something else. But I've had some of my best plays this year have been with a Sentinel and another gun.
Love that.
Yeah, and so. And then when Arenas came up, everyone saw the true power of the Sentinel because people would take it and they would charge it up and then just crack people. Like that first round, people were just dropping left and right because someone had a Sentinel on the other team. And then I think the Sentinel's popularity has come up. But
I agree.
But my weapon of the year, dude, is the Sentinel. I would implore you, dear Apex mediocre gamers out there, to, if you haven't yet, give the Sentinel a try. Give it a good, the old Harvard try, and check it out. I think it's good.
And you know what's nice about the advice we just gave everybody, Calvin? We just gave everybody a damn good combo. Volt Sentinel, that's a good combo.
Volt Sentinel is actually a really good combo.
That in some sections of the world, people might say that smacks or that slaps.
That slaps too. Both. It could be both or either.
It's booty. No, wait, that means it's bad. I keep forgetting that's
yeah. So
that means it's bad now.
For those of you who are recurring listeners, please let us know what your weapon of the year is. And if that's too big, your weapon of the week is just as fine too. Let us know. Hit us up on all of our social medias. You already know what it's at PexPals podcast everywhere. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. All of it, dude. Just let us know. Hit us up. We want to know your weapon of the year. And if you have a weapon that I disagree with, I will say something bad to you on the internet.
Yeah, just a reminder on that note, Kodiak's no Mozambique hate is welcome here.
No, you cannot say Mozambique hate. So actually, that brings me a good point to this, Joel. Joel, what has been your anti-weapon of the year? What has been the gun that you've tried your best to do well with and you just could not this whole year?
This is an embarrassing admittal, but you know what? I think that's what reminds us that this show is for mediocre gamers, because I think if it's not the top picked weapon, it's definitely top 3 picked weapon.
Okay.
My anti-weapon of the year is the R99.
The 99 is your anti-weapon of the year?
I'm still getting better with it. I'm still using it, but I've lost more fights with that gun that I feel I shouldn't have lost than with any other weapon. And I mean, I'm a mediocre gamer. My aim's not that good. I've been working full time, so I have less time to be in practice. Not to sound like a try hard, but it's this gun that I watch the pros. I mean, you watch people especially like Lulu is a great example. Everyone knows I love watching Lulu.
Right.
She snipes people with that weapon with no scope on it.
It's a great gun.
And I know it's a great gun.
Yeah.
That's why it's my anti-weapon, because I just get pooped on when it's in my hands, bro. I have better luck running fuse with only grenades than I do picking up the R99.
That's so funny.
Which, by the way, If I had to choose like a moment of the year in Apex for me, Calvin, I know I totally switched gears on you right now.
You totally switched gears because I haven't even said my anti-weapon.
I know, but it would be the day I got the fuse win with no weapon.
Oh right, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Anyways, what is your anti-weapon of the year?
My anti-weapon of the year, I this will not be controversial. I think it's a lot of people's anti-weapon of the year. Is the fucking Mastiff. I cannot use the Mastiff. I don't know what it is about that fucking gun. I can put that gun on someone's face, pull the trigger, and miss. Like, I don't know what it is about that gun. I just can't. I can't use it. I can't use it. It's not the gun for me, dude. It's not the gun for me.
I feel it. Well, so you know what's funny, Calvin, is I have been watching a lot of the pros and like big streamers are using the Peacekeeper. And we stand the Peacekeeper on this show. I think you and I both agree on that.
Absolutely.
But bro, okay, so I hit more shots with the Peacekeeper, but I get more kills with the Mastiff. Does that make sense?
No, I get it.
Like when the Mastiff comes through for me, like I mean, I'm doing games where like we hot drop and all I get a Mastiff and I get 5 kills right off the rip. Yeah. You know, but then like I get the PK. And I don't know if I like try to pause and wait for the charge up, or I don't know if it, I think it's the Titan spread. I'm still learning, like relearning. Yeah. But like, there's times where I'm like, how did I? And then I check, and it's like 1 pellet hit him. Yeah. And I'm like, because I'm so used to the Eva with the bigger spread.
Right.
I think that's the problem. It's like I pick up. Well, the Mozambique is obviously at the bottom of the list because they broke our precious baby. But you know, I pick up. The order is still, well, it's probably Mastiff and Eva equally, and then PK and then Mozambique for me, which is, I feel weird. Eva would have been my weapon of the year had this last season not happened. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that's my fucking girl.
To be honest, I would, my preferred shotgun is the Beak. I do not like any other shotgun more than I like the Mozambique. I'm being serious. I'm just better. I just, it's because I use the Beak, you know, excessively, so I know how to shoot it. I prefer it more than the Eva. I prefer it more than the PK. And definitely prefer it more than the Mastiff. If I have a decked out Mastiff, I will drop it for a Mozambique, like in a heartbeat.
Oh, I picked up the gold Mastiff the other day in one of the hot drops and got actually shit on.
Yeah, I can't use it. So
you know what, Calvin? I'm glad you bring up the Beak.
Hold on. So please, if you're listening, tell us your weapon of the year and your anti-weapon of the year. I want to know what gun you really did well with and what gun you fucking sucked with. Please tell us. Anyways, Joe, what were you saying?
I agree with that. On the note of the Beak, Calvin, you know, my highest damage game of the year was on Olympus, and my loadout was the R301 and the Mozambique. And Apex released some silly or interesting or fun, whatever adjective you want to use, year-end facts about the game this year. You want to know what one of those facts was, Calvin?
Pray do
and
tell.
This fact is specifically getting spit out at Kodiak's.
Pray do tell.
There was 446 million players killed with the Mozambique in game.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. I mean, it makes sense.
I love it.
It makes sense because arenas happened and the Beak is the free gun. And so a lot of people started using the Beak. But
by the way, if you're not using the Beak in arenas, turn the show off, dude, because you haven't been listening.
At least for the first round. You get your free gun and then you're good. Yeah, dude.
Did you realize, by the way, Calvin, this isn't even on the list of what we're going to talk about. Did you realize? I popped in arenas the other day for the event going on right now. I had no idea. Zero idea, my friend. Where's the camera? There it is. Zero idea that they reduced the RE45 to 150 points.
I didn't even know its original price.
Bro, you can second round, you can max out RE45 and Beak. Right.
Wow. That's huge.
Dude, I've just been maxing out RE45 like right off the rip, and it's been phenomenal.
It's
been
great
phenomenal.
Gun.
Yeah.
It rips.
So,
it's a great gun.
But yeah, dude, and they tossed out some other fun, interesting stats for the end of the year. We'll have some more as the week goes on. I figure we're gonna jumble all those together, Calvin. I feel like for our end of the year episode, which is not this episode.
Wait, it's not this episode?
No.
I'm not going to be around next week, Joel.
Well, we can post.
That's why I said a weapon of the year. That's why, because this is this is sort of the weapon of the year.
I'll just go.
Go fuck yourself. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Well, our New Year's episode will recap all that amazing data. How about that?
Yeah. We'll do a recap when we pick the show back up in the new year. Yes. There you go. Okay, everyone. So this is the last episode of season 1. I am currently actually fucking myself. Eyeless, don't tell people what I'm really doing when you watch the YouTube episode. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we are live. Well, not live, but we record live. It's all on YouTube. We're much funnier that way.
I like to think that I am.
Like holiday individual I've ever fucking met. So watch it. Okay, Calvin, I'm just gonna go through some quick bullshit updates in the Apex world. All right,
do it, man.
So we talk about something serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Well, not serious, but like important news.
I don't give a fuck. Let's do it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Tomorrow. So we're recording this episode on a Monday. The 21st is the last day of the rank split. So let's get that going. Get your kills going. Get your placement ready, everybody.
Tomorrow. Rank reset tomorrow.
Get those hollow sprays, everybody. Let's get that going. A couple days ago, there was some errors going on with the client and server side. Respawn shipped the hot fix for that. As we vaguely touched on last episode, and I want to touch on more next episode, Calvin, the custom reticle colors. But there were some instances where it was resetting or it was like blurring in and it was like causing the game to freak. They fixed that error. I had a really unfortunate week last week where I didn't play as much as I wanted to because you couldn't ping items in death boxes or in Loba's black market if you were on a controller.
Interesting.
So for it made solo queuing extremely fucking difficult. Because even regular playing, I don't know why I'm saying solo queuing, but yeah, there was a really nasty exploit pertaining to thermites and shield cells and the Rampage and Sentinel.
Oh, that's
they basically were perma-charged up.
Yeah.
I didn't really get pooped on by this, but I saw a lot of clips.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a few streamers exploit it. Not going to call them out, but I saw clips of people on Reddit getting pooped on by it. It was nasty and it was not fair. So I'm glad they fixed that. One of the Wraith skins had an issue, so they fixed that. There were some issues with the prize tracker for the Raiders event going on right now. Respawn fixed that. And I mean, really, that's
it, dude.
That's it. There was one thing, and this brings me into my next lovely point, Calvin.
Okay.
Is that people were incorrectly rewarded with Wattson's heirloom.
Incorrectly?
Some people got it straight up for free for logging in after the update.
Wow.
Like they were just given it.
What?
Which I don't know how these bugs happen and why they don't happen to me.
Why they don't happen to me? I saw someone get unreleased, unannounced Fuse skin on Reddit. Someone opened
the one where he looks like Poseidon or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the game files early. That's the next set of skins we're getting is an underwater theme.
But how come I didn't get it? What do I who do I have to have sexual relations with to get these unreleased to get the fucking heirloom shards, dude?
Do I have sticks somewhere? Where's my bonk? You're in horny jail, Calvin.
Dude,
calm down.
Was it like a week ago or some shit where they did the you buy a thing, you get 100 Apex packs? I bought that.
Oh yeah.
I bought that. Didn't get not one fucking heirloom shard.
When the fuck was that going on? I should have bought that. Fuck.
It was like
it was when I was gone, huh?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. What the fuck, man? Hey,
dude, I don't know.
if you work for Respawn, you work specifically on Apex Legends, and you're attracted to Mexican 30-year-olds. Hit me up for some heirloom shards, and we'll talk. So a lot of things.
God damn it, Calvin.
One of the things that's been happening on Apex Legends that a lot of people are talking about, a lot of us of regular Apex Legends players have been complaining about, is the lack of map diversity this season. And we've been on Storm Point and World's Edge for, I'd probably say, for like the last 4 months. I mean, Storm Point's new, but World's Edge specifically has been forever. What was it, Kings Canyon before, or was it World's Edge? I don't remember. We're not getting a lot of map rotations in. I don't know why I haven't been to Olympus, and I don't even know how long. When was the last time?
It feels like millennia.
It's been a long time. It's been a sad long time.
And you know what, Kelvin? I keep seeing a lot of people's lists where like it's always that and Kings Canyon that are the two least favorite, and I'm like, Olympus is probably the best balanced map.
It's a solid map.
I've both my best game I've ever played was on that map.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like, I thoroughly love that map. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a Caustic main. Yeah. And that's definitely a map where Caustic can thrive.
Yeah, a lot of buildings. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I love that map, man. But I miss it. We better not, dude. I swear, if we boot up the game tomorrow, Calvin, and we at fucking Kings Canyon.
Right, dude. We're
gonna need the holiday break.
I would be a little upset if we didn't get Olympus back after this next update, because it's been a long time, man. And not even that, we have been shown that they are able to do a 3 map rotation, because it happened.
Yes.
So why can't we do a 4 map? Why can't we do a 3 map? You know what I mean? Keep Storm Point in.
I don't know why they couldn't do the permanent 3 map with the hour switch.
Yeah,
I'm getting real sick of the hour and a half switch. Like, because dude, you get 3 hours of gaming in a night, and sometimes you barely play the second map. You know what I mean? Like, it really burns me sometimes. Like,
it sucks, man. It sucks. So hopefully come this update, we get some map diversity, and hopefully in the next year, because I know the problem with a lot of companies right now is the holiday season. It's the holiday season, and no one's fucking working. Like, because of fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas and then New Year. For America. So for those of you who are not in the United States, these last 2 months of the year, no one does shit. Literally no one does anything for the
my industry. Like, people like in the music industry, people at like the top of the food chain literally take the week of Thanksgiving until January 6th off.
That's insane.
Off. And their bands are still on tour.
Yeah.
Their labels are still running. Their CDs are still selling. Spotify is still streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Insane. Yeah. Yeah. People don't work, or rather, there are people who still have to do work and meet deadlines, but the people who make decisions to like, say, do a 4 map rotation, they don't fucking work. So that's why I'm hopeful that come in the new year, we'll start to see a little bit more updates and stuff like that. So it's gonna be slow for the next 3 weeks at least.
I agree. So. Well, you know what, Kelvin? I just mentioned our homegirl Wattson.
Yeah,
we were talking about her heirloom a lot. I know last week we were like kind of disappointed with it. I've seen some cool stuff, some cool vids.
I think it's cool.
I loved the inspect animation. She like giggles and throws the giant Nessie plushie. Yeah. I think that is hands down that is something that, especially in like the movie world or like the entertainment world, I call that fan service. That is fan service.
That is 100%. Yeah,
I love that. I also like that until now, Caustic's been the only character where if you broke a door down with your heirloom, you got a custom animation for that. Wattson also has one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like it doesn't look the same as just when you like poke someone with the heirloom.
Yeah,
that's like a custom door one, and I think that's cool. It's like these little. I've talked about little things. How I love like the little flares that Respawn does, like how Gibraltar and Wattson have custom Respawn animations. I absolutely love that.
Right.
So it's the Wattson heirloom. It's if we had to give it out of 10, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10.
I'd give it a solid 7. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I think it's cool. Like I explained last time, I think it's cool. It doesn't have to be all knives and fucking swords and shit. Like, it can just be something goofy, and I dig it.
I'm with that. Wattson mains are very loyal, so they're probably happy about that. Another character that's got a lot of loyalty is our homegirl Loba.
Oh, that's right.
you know, as we talked about a couple seasons ago, they're really ramping up the Twitch bundles you get.
They
for
really
Twitch Prime.
are. Yeah.
Because it's a skin and either like a banner or a weapon skin and or a charm, like a mixture of those four. Loba just got a real cute rose gold bundle Twitch Prime. For some reason, a lot of men in the hardcore scene are obsessed with the rose gold colorway, so I will probably slap that on her when I log into the game later today.
Yeah, I'm down.
So Loba mains rejoice on that.
Yeah,
you know, Calvin, I liked what you did earlier with this weapon of the year stuff. So I have a question for you.
Yeah,
let's play a game.
Let's play a game. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, I'll ask you first, and then I'll answer because obviously I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite class to play?
You mean like
there's damage,
yeah,
recon, support, and defense or tank, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah.
Or like see. You know, we can break it down how we summarize it. Like, do you like a movement character? Do you like a trap character? You know, like what do you, or you know how we.
I know what you mean.
Like how we would break it down. Fuck the official terms.
Yeah, right.
This is our show.
So, you know, we talk about Overwatch a lot on this show because Overwatch has been like the number one. It used to be like the number one ALG fucking game to watch, right?
Yes.
And you and I put a lot of hours into it. And old Overwatch, the new Overwatch has role queue where you queue in to be a designated support DPS or tank or whatever. I don't know what I said.
It's fine.
So yeah, and they did that because people weren't playing their roles. But with open queue, it's great because if your team is lacking something, you can stop doing what you're doing and you can switch to being whatever you want. And that's how I like to play. I like to pick up the role that's not being met. And so, you know, when I was like really into Octane, I was the push aggressive DPS ahead of everybody, instigate the fights kind of guy, right? That was my thing. And I relied on my friends and my teammates to be the support, right?
Okay.
I relied on them to be the backup, to watch the back, watch the flanks, you know, provide cover fire when I'm leaving the area, you know. And so
love it.
You know, and if I'm playing a DPS person, that's how I like to play. When I'm playing support, like when I play Rampart, I'd hang out. I hang out in the back, and I'm like, just like, what's going on? Pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? And you know, just making sure I got all the lanes covered, providing cover, getting those, you know, the cover fire down, stuff like that. So I would say, to answer the question, in Apex Legends, because it's important, right? Because I play a lot of different characters, right?
Correct.
Like,
you do.
You know that. I play a lot. I don't really play Octane anymore, but even when I did main Octane, I played a lot of different characters. But I would say, even though it's kind of, I guess, contrary to how I don't know, generally play, I do prefer playing DPS, aggressive DPS in Apex Legends, and that means like if I'm Fuse, I'm pushing. If I'm Octane, I'm pushing. If I'm Revenant, I'm pushing. Even with Mirage, I push with Mirage all the time, and just because, you know, he has the advantages in certain situations, and so
he does.
Yeah, and so like, I prefer to play characters that I excel playing aggressive. Like yeah. So DPS, I would say. What about you, Joel?
So my favorite class. No, actually, it's not.
Oh, okay.
My most, like, the class I have the most fun playing, my favorite class to play is actually the movement characters.
Movement characters.
Like when I'm like, don't get me wrong, I love playing Caustic, but like if I were talking about just straight fun, balls to the wall, like, dude, Octane is fun. Loba's bracelet is my favorite part of her mechanic, which she's not a movement character, but still,
right?
You know, Valk is so fun because of the verticality. Like the part of the reason I loved playing Ash was just the ultimate's ability to get you instantly from one place to the other.
That's good. Yeah.
So if I had to choose a quote favorite class or like the most fun class to play, you know what I mean? I think that was my actual, question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which class do I have the most fun playing? It's the movement. It's definitely the movement. I'll have to say that.
But you excel with support.
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. I'm the best with support.
Right.
Like 100%. Class of the year support. Obviously Caustic and Wattson don't need an explanation there. Love Mirage. Love Gibby. Yes, Gibby is a support character. I don't care what anyone else says.
Yeah.
Love both of them. Or all three of them. I love a good lifeline moment. Like it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
For those of you listening, not to give it to you such a hard time as in like class, who's been your main this year? Who's been like your number one main this year? And also, who's been your number one backup? If you're not able to pick your main, who's been your number one go-to? I'll tell you mine. Obviously, my main has been Octane before, but I kind of laid off Octane a little bit. But my two mains that I like to play right now are Mirage and Bloodhound. What about you, Joel?
I love that. Obviously, I spent a season trying to not play Caustic.
Yeah.
And in that season, I would say it was a pretty split mix of like Valkyrie, Gibby, and Loba. But if you take that season out of the equation, I played Caustic. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And my backup, let's be honest.
I'm ready.
What do I do in every other game that's not Apex Legends?
What do you do?
I blow shit up. So Fuse is my backup, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Like let's be honest. Like I don't play him as much. My controller is busted beyond belief. I really need to get a new one after I get my Christmas monies. Like it's busted, so it's hard for me to use all the legends because my bumpers are not working.
Right.
But I'd say it's a pretty dead even split between like Fuse and Loba.
Yeah.
Depends on what the team needs.
Okay. Shop OP, dude. I always say this. I've been saying this for
Shop is fucking P.
Shop OP. Shop OP.
I love it. Calvin, question for you.
Yeah.
What's been your funnest legend this year? Like, what legend do you think is the most fun?
Dude, easy. It's Mirage, dude. Mirage. Honestly, man, like I've always liked Mirage, but this year I really put some time into him.
Yeah.
He's just the funnest legend in the game. There's no legend that's more fun than Mirage. Because, dude, no, bro. If you get a super good boozle, dude, oh my god, you're
not wrong,
dude. Boozling people is the best. It's the best.
I have a play. It might have actually been when you and I were playing with my buddy Brett. That one I don't remember. It could have just been when I was with somebody else. I didn't clip it like a dumbass.
Of course.
There's the crash site on Storm Point where the ships crashed.
Yeah.
You know how there's the zip line out of the engines into like the 3 buildings?
Yeah.
Whoever I was playing with, one of the 3 of us overextended.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got shot out on the ground underneath the zip line.
Yeah.
I jumped on the zip line, and in the middle of the zip line, I fucking did my ult and bamboozled.
That's awesome.
And then I rode the rest of the zip line still cloaked, and I jumped off, and 2 of them were on the roof, and I think I had the alternator, and I just slaughtered them.
I love that.
And I was like, man, this
dude, Mirage is the funnest character to play. There's no character in the game that's more fun than Mirage. But anyway, Joel, what's your answer?
It's funny because we both already listed these characters as our backups. Fuse.
Oh yeah,
Fuse, dude. It's like, because my favorite is when you have the team and like they're beating you and then you break them and they try to like hide in a room.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, you've been with me, Calvin, or I've done some real rude. I have done more rude plays as Fuse than I have as my main. Like, rude, let's be honest.
Fuse is definitely the rudest character in the game.
And I love his fucking voice lines too.
Yeah.
Like,
no, dude, he's Fuse. Like he's the rudest. You were there. I think it was me, you, and Dan. And it was me, Muffin, and Dan. And I went from blue No, I did. I went from purple to red with knuckle clusters. Like it was the stupidest. Purple to red, 750 damage with knuckle clusters, dude.
I love it.
It was the stupidest thing ever because like they just kept hanging out in the same area, so I just kept shooting fucking knuckle clusters at them. Like it was dumb. Yeah, no, Fuse is Fuse is fun. I agree. Yeah. Fuse is fun.
I agree. We have a category that we haven't discussed prior that I'm gonna put Mirage into for you, Calvin.
But
I think underappreciated or underrated Legend of the Year is Mirage.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean his pick rate is not as low as some, but like, Mirage is like Crypto. Those are the only two legends where like the echelon of like if you're a pro or if you're perfect with that character, like you can just like. That's it, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Yeah. If you, I have had the privilege to play a couple of ranked games, like diamond ranked games with a Crypto. Like, dude, like I don't know how they're able to do what they're able to do, but if you play with a good Crypto, dude, you just obliterate.
Oh, it's life changing. I'm like one of the few people that, besides you, I think that won't hate on Crypto because we've seen some Cryptos that are just like, whoa.
Yeah. No, I love Crypto. Yeah, and I played with some really good ones too. So I can agree. I don't know about Mirage. I would say to actually that Crypto is the most underrated, most undervalued legend in the game.
Fair.
That's my. Who do you think, listeners, is who is your favorite? Who is the most underrated? Who's the most hated, Joel?
Yeah.
Who's the most hated?
We already know. Hated legend?
We already know. We already know. Just
give it to me. Just say it. Just say the words, Calvin. Just say it.
It's Wraith. it's Wraith.
Oh, no. Well, by us. I thought you meant in general.
I would say in general, too. It's Wraith.
No, it's the fart box, dude.
Caustic? Oh, that's right. They nerfed his ass because people hated him so much.
Like the only thing that's gotten that much hate was OG Horizon, dude.
That's true.
And that wasn't even as much. That's the only thing that's come close.
Yeah, the only thing that's come close. They absolutely, people absolutely hate Caustic.
Hey, like I get friends that are like, "Who do you mean?" And I tell them that, and they're like, "It's like you can tell they almost want to say like, I don't want to play with you." Like, they're about to say it. You know what I mean? Which is kind of nice because then it flips into like I get so many people that are like, "Wow, man!" Like Muffin all the time is like I'll just get random text messages from him, and he's like, "I just want to let you know I appreciate your Caustic gameplay." Because like he gets stuck with just doofy ass ones that don't know what they're doing.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, but you know what, Joel? I think we should bring this episode to a close.
I think we should too.
I would say this is our first the end of our first year of PexPals. We started when did we start? Do you remember?
Like February?
Like February-ish, yeah. So
I think so.
We're coming up to a full year of PexPals. Very appreciative of all the support and of all the listeners around.
Thank you, everyone
around the world. That blows my mind, and
it still does.
To be perfectly candid, to be perfectly serious, it blows my mind. I just assumed that we would put this out there and our friends would listen to it maybe once in a while. Maybe some random people, who from my stream or whatever would come in and listen to our show. But people around the world, people who we have no idea who you are, you guys are listening to our show. So appreciative. I can't thank you enough. It's not like we're making millions of dollars off this. It's just awesome that people are listening to it, and it gives us the motivation to do it more because there's people out there who are actually listening to the show. So very appreciative.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is something that Calvin and I started for fun, and I literally look forward to doing this with you every week, Calvin.
Absolutely, dude. No,
and then to have people that actually give a shit about what we say and think it's funny, and I guess a few people probably think you're charming. I guess, sorry, I had to. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I can't blame him. I mean,
it's great, man.
Hey, respawn person, I'm still here for those heirlooms. Just let me know.
There it is. There it is. I was waiting for it.
I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, Calvin, you're right. And you know what, Calvin, it's been a great year of PexPals. Thanks for being my co-host.
Thank you for being my co-host, Joel. I wouldn't want to do this show with anybody else.
No, I need to thank you because I'm much more of a headache than you are. You
know
no.
Everybody,
Calvin, everybody. Calvin, everyone.
JoelCupcake, everybody. JoelCupcake, everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody listening, really appreciate you checking us out. If you want to reach out to us, you know where to do it. Everywhere on the internet at PexPals Podcast. Email us, pexpalspodcast@gmail.com. Check me out at CowVan on TikTok and Facebook and Twitter, CowVan Man. Check my friend JoelCupcake out everywhere at JoelCupcake. Please reach out to us. We want to hear from you. We really want to know your thoughts. If there's ideas, you guys have ideas that you want to hear us just blabber our mouths about, we're down to do it. We'll be back.
We will be back
in January. So expect a new episode sometime in January. Joel, do you have any final words before we say our goodbyes?
I do. That February brings a new dawn for this game.
Oh. Can you elaborate?
I mean, I could elaborate, or we could just tell the people next year.
You're being ominous. Okay.
No, I mean, I think we might have mentioned it last episode.
I have no idea. February brings a new dawn. So,
well, you know, we get new employees coming into Respawn.
Oh,
we hopefully get the server contract running out, so we get a new server.
Yeah.
More updates to the game. There's a lot of cool stuff that the data miners are finding hidden in the game files right now. But you know what? We'll talk about that next year, Calvin.
Talk about that next year. Everybody, thank you so much for checking us out. Happy holidays. Have a merry whatever you celebrate. I am CowVan.
And I am JoelCupcake.
Toodles. Goodbye.
Bye.